guys, yeah, I'm back again. 85 days and already I'm doing another video. This is one I've been doing, well, I've been trying to do for a while. I've only now got around to it. As you know, you've seen my recent stuff. I've done a G1 review recently. I've done a little bit of G2, but I've only got a few G2 figures, but I thought it's been absolutely ages since I've done a Beast Wars review. I finished watching the whole series, which I got courtesy of our mutual good friend and one of our admins, Stu, aka the Mighty Grimlock, a while ago, which I'd already seen in the series, but he got me the whole series to me last year at AA. And I thought, I've seen all the series, I'm now working my way through Beast Machines, but I'll tell you what, I've had a break from that recently, and I'm now actually in the process of rewatching G1. I'm now on season 2. I've just seen Autobot Spike, Autobot Spike, sorry. And I thought I'm in a Transformers mood. I've been watching Prime when it's been repeated on TV. I've been watching the new RID cartoon. I've been rereading some of the IDW stuff, and I thought I'd got a copy of I've got individual issues for the Beast Wars source book, and I've been reading volume 2 again, and this character in particular stood out to me for a number of reasons. One, the way he was actually drawn for their profile, because that's by my surrogate big bro Simon Williams. I don't think you've seen. I might actually share some of his. I think he's actually part of the TFYTC page. I'll have a look in a minute. But for those of you who went to AA 2013, you know, he was called up on stage by his friend Jason. He's done he's done professional Transformers work. He's done Marvel stuff, especially the Hulk, because that's his favourite character. He's really pleased with that. As he should be, because it's a brilliant story and great artwork. I think if any of you went to Jason Carter and Cat Nicholson's tables last year on the Arts Alley, they had a load of print, I think 5 or 6 different prints by Simon, like the G1 Marvel style. He'd done Optimus Prime, he'd done Galvatron, Ultra Magnus, done Rodimus Prime. He'd done one of the Hulk, Incredible Hulk and Rocket Raccoon. And Simon actually sent me I think it's Rodimus Prime. Pretty sure it's from he sent me a print of Rodimus Prime via Cat he put for me, because he'd seen it on Facebook, but not long before I went AA. I'd been feeling down, so he'd sort of sent that to me to help lift my spirits, which I really appreciated. He's done loads of stuff. I'll put a link to his DeviantArt page. There's always superhero stuff, Doctor Who stuff, or Transformer stuff he's done professionally and for himself. Anyway, I digress. So yeah, I like the way this character has been portrayed, actually sort of drawn in the source book by Simon. I don't like Beast Wars. I love Beast Wars. It is one of my favourite versions of the Transformers. One of my favourite cartoons, regardless of Transformers or not. But it's one of my favourite. But it is my favourite version of Transformers. I've said this before, but I'll say it again. I'm always going to love G1. I'll always love the 86 animated movie. I like some of the other stuff. Like, I don't mind stuff from the Unicorn trilogy. I like Prime. I like Beast Hunters. I like the new stuff. I like the new RID cartoon. But Beast Wars has been and always will be my favourite. But this character, even though he didn't actually appear in the cartoon, he was in the IDW stuff, so he's in the source book, he was in Beast Wars The Gathering and the sequel Beast Wars The Ascending. I like this one because I like the fact that he transforms into a dog. I like Beast Formers. I mean, well, with G1 we had this before, we had Beast Formers of Ravage and Laserbeak and Predacons, Dinobots, Insecticons, I suppose. But I like Beast Wars because it was different. This guy's different. I mean, he turns into a realistic looking dog for crying out loud. I mean, this character, I've actually got a TF wiki page up on him. K-9. K-9's ultimate form, a little bit of background, not enough to do any harm, sorry Ray. A German Shepherd, as you see on there. Yep. Is befitting of his function as a guard. His keen K-9 senses keep him aware of his surroundings at all times. Trust does not come easily to K-9. He even keeps in one optic on many fellow Maximals, searching for any hint of wavering loyalties. But to those who have proven themselves to him, K-9 is a staunch ally and comrade. His great agility and strength give him the edge against most Predacons. So basically what they're saying is well, you know, he's a German Shepherd, but known for being guard dogs and police dogs and risk dogs. Basically police dogs and guard dogs. So it makes sense, it's just part of his character. What I also like, what I also like is the fact that, apart from that, I've got a maximal fan character who turns into a golden retriever, but that's another story for another day. Is, even though this guy didn't actually appear in the cartoon, he's got a great backstory. It's all been fleshed out, or fleshed out in the two comic book series he's in. I'm hoping at some point IDW either do another book or even sort of set on Cybertron, because the first series, Beast Wars Gathering, the first issue, the first 1 or 2 issues is set on Cybertron, so we actually see all the Maximal and Predacons Cybertronian alt modes and robot modes, which we don't see. I think we saw like a few, I think, during the Beast Wars cartoon. Yeah, hopefully they'll do another series at some point, but on to the bot himself. Right, he was made, or released in 1997. Deluxe class, so what I like, actually talk about in beast mode first, is all the detail and in the actual fur. And even in the tail, I mean, there's a solid piece of plastic with a tail which transforms into his snare gun. But you've got the colours right, you've got the right colours for a German Shepherd or Alsatian or whatever you want to call him. Blue optics. The only thing I've noticed, and it might just be mine, is sort of black paint that's sort of sprayed on for his beast mode nose. It seems sort of, you go under sort of underneath, but there's not. It's only to one side it's white and the other bit's black, but that's neither here nor there. What I also like, if I find it, something I might do at some point if I get some painters to pick it out, there's actually the teeth in his beast mode. I might sort of pick them out. I've done a little bit on that side better, but for some reason they've not done it on that side very well, but I digress. K-9, as we know, turns into a German Shepherd and features a missile launcher concealed in his tail, which is in there. And the missiles are actually in these robot mode sets, but I'll show them in a minute. This toy is an extensive, if not complete, retooling of Wolfang. Almost all of his parts have been given new moulding, often becoming larger, making him somewhat more massive than his predecessor. The only part of his body not changed is his robot mode head sculpt, which I'll show in a second. He was again used as the basis for the second retooling of the Beast Wars 2 toy Max B, which I've not got or never seen. Despite the cosmetic changes, K-9 essentially works exactly the same as Wolfang, with very little change to play value. He even retains his mutant mask, which is a feature I'm not overly keen with, but gimmick, the mask was retooled even if his head wasn't. Yeah, that's basically about it. I mean, it's quite fun. I'm actually going to tail off first, which is quite cool. It's a vent detail. Oh, hang on. Detail that's along there. I'll actually get the handle to pop out. So I'll pop that in for a second. Let's get the bad boy transformed. Giddy up. Now, for those of you like me, you actually own. I'll take this back bit off because that's the back part of the him, and it actually turns into a handle there, into a riot shield. It's quite cool. Yeah, anyone who actually owns any Beast Wars figures, especially when this is a deluxe class one, it's still deluxe size now, but it's a deluxe one back in the 90s, was. Oh, I'm going to lose them otherwise. Mega missile slash. Supposed to be grapple, I was saying snare gun, but once it's actually in the gun, which I'll do that now actually. I mean, to me it looks more like a grappling hook gun, but at least I don't do it. Around there. One here actually. I mean, go by the official photos. You can sort of put these different. Get the arm twisted. Thank you. Spit up. And here we have him in robot mode. Now, I like that blue part of the chip. It just sort of helps to sort of break up the fact that he's got basically the same colours again. It's all sort of white in the centre and the gold part in the front. Still got the black part on the side of his leg, which is part of the beast mode leg. I like the fact that the actual robot, the beast mode back feet, and now back and front legs will sort of become part of the robot leg. And you've got blue detailing on the front of each arm, which is quite cool. When it goes gaps there, yeah, actually for storage. Again for a second. For the missiles, so that's quite cool. And that's quite fun. I had my van character designed, and my friend said, "Oh, where do you want the beast mode head to go?" I said, "Do you want it split in half, like K-9 has, or do I said, no, actually sort of had the whole head that sort of came off and slid it up to the shoulder, but I'll have a hand again, sorry." Now, in the 2 stories he appeared in, his head was shaped like that, nice. It's quite cool. The mutant mask thing, I never really saw the appeal myself. I mean, the original Optimus Primal came with one. I think most of the original toys from 96, early 97 had the mutant mask, but I don't like it myself. But when Simon actually drew him in the comic, he drew him like that. He's got a normal face. I don't think he had that part on top. Now, it's not going to come up very clearly, but you can just about see it. I think animated Sentinel Prime has got some competition for the Cybertronian, the largest chin, because this guy's chin is absolutely ginormous. I'm just going to show up on screen for everyone. Right, hang on, let's go. No, I'm not going to show it very well. No. You can't really see it very well. There's a bit of detail on the top of the head there, like sort of V-shape, like some head, look at it, sort of V-shaped sort of crest bits keep going down, which I hadn't actually noticed before until just now. You can see a bit of detail on the blue part of abs, and then a little bit just along there. What's we got? Right, I see articulation wise, the arms, if you get the robot mode head out of the way, spin all the way around, they're on ball joints and they slide above. That's part of the transformation because the arms actually go underneath, which is quite cool. As they go to move out of the way, the head will just about turn. You can't look up unless you put the mutant mask on, and even then you can't move a great deal. It's going to be quite good at football. They're on ball joints as well, so he's going to, well, yeah, he's going to do what male dogs do, but in robot mode instead. Yeah. Let's put this, give me a gun for one. Gun in there. This looks quite cool. And so you can also hold the base, basically the back of the dog mode or the Alsatian mode in there as a right shield. Now I like that because he's meant to be, he's basically a security guard, or he's a sort of security officer or law enforcer. So having a right shield and a bloody great gun fits the character. I like the fact that they're sort of playing on the character traits of that particular breed, their guard dogs. So he's aptly named. I mean, K-9, I think it could have come up with something, I don't know what, but I know they put a hyphen between the letter and the number so they shouldn't get sued by BBC and any others involved with Doctor Who. I don't know if whoever created K-9 is actually or was a Doctor Who fan, or how many people actually came up with the design themselves, but it works as they come in. I suppose it's K-9, he's going to be a security officer. It's like the K-9, especially in America, I don't know where else call them, a K-9 units for sort of police officers actually trained to operate in the field with chasing down suspect or criminals with an Alsatian or whatever breed they've got. But all in all, I really like him. I mean, it's in great condition. I bought him from, I don't know if I bought him off Sid Becker off his page. I got him because I like the character, I like the alt mode, and I was influenced a bit by the fact that Ben, Juice84, I don't know if he's actually got this toy, or if he had it, but we were chatting on Facebook ages ago, and he was saying he used to be part of a online Beast Wars role-playing game. I don't know if he played as him or a similar character, to him, so I thought to myself, I've got to get some more Beast Wars stuff. I don't want to get any more off Sid between now and AA. I might look on eBay, if not I'll try and pick up some more actually at the convention, because I'm now trying to save up for it. Apart from having a holiday in a couple of months' time, again back, and then 2 months later I'm at AA, so yeah. Can I recommend him? Absolutely. He's a nice solid figure. I mean, we knew most of the Beast Wars stuff from the early, sort of mid-90s really, wasn't it? They're all in solidly made, it's good solid plastic. Beast Wars, we know there's quite a great deal of articulation, and there's loads of sort of play and fun value in this character, so that is all from me for now, guys. Thanks for watching. I've rambled on almost 20 minutes, so I'm going to stop it right now, and I'll catch you later.